Okay, I welcome you back to my old center console. Like I said in the last episode, I got everything together, and right now we're going to go through the process of putting it all together, installing it where it needs to go, getting it back on the dinghy, and see if it all works or not. First thing, of course, was my control, the steering arm. I had to put a bushing in it because this pipe was, I only had one hole saw, so it was a little bit big, but this will go through there, and it'll be mounted under the console with I'll show you these brackets here. These brackets, which will hold it up under the bottom of the console, and this is a bushing actually that's going to, when I get it all put together, we'll go through here. That's a little tight, that's okay, I want that tight, and this bushing will take it, move back and forth on that, and that'll give me my steering. And then of course I'll mount these up underneath, and I'll have my steering system set up. So that's the first stage I'm going to get to. So after I get most of this put together, I'll get back with you and show you the next step. Okay, I got the holes drilled for my cables on the bottom. Next, I will mount my steering control brackets underneath, and show you after. Okay, I got this mounted up. So I was able to put all my hardware back up on there. Got that done. After I put that together, I realized that my holes for my lines and cables to go out were too low. I had them down here, and I actually measured what set the Copic measured, and I needed to raise them up more, so I had to drill new holes for that. And when I put it in the boat, the dinghy, it fit good. The brackets fit good against this side, but on this side there was a gap. It was tied at the back. Where's my point? Tied at the back, and a gap up there in the front for those brackets I put in there. It'll still work. So now I got this. The next thing to do is either put it on or put my or install it on the dinghy, or put my solar panels on while it's up here, opposed to trying to do it in the dinghy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll figure it out. Okay, next step, installing my solar panels. I've already put the hinges on the box over here, and I've marked where I need to take and drill the holes for these. So I'll drill these holes out here. Then I have the bolts here. Let me show you. They'll actually go through the hinges and go through the solar panel and nuts for the bottom of them. And that'll attach my solar panels to the sides. And then I'll have to do the wiring, the installation of the whole thing, and then the wiring. But that's where I'm at now. Moving. Okay, there, I've got one on, screwed on. It's tight. I'll have to, you can see the screws on down there. I'll try to put something on them to keep them from coming off. I'm not sure what. I'll just have to keep remembering to check. But that's one side done. And it works pretty good. And I can flip them all the way up. Now I'll do the other side. over here. Over here, get this section up. Oh, I'm getting old. Mount these up, and then I'll be ready to mount the whole thing inside the boat, the dinghy. Okay, both sides on. Side one, side two. Next thing I gotta do is drill the holes for the wires to go in on both sides, and then mount my charge controller somewhere in here or over here. I don't know. First thing, get the wires in there. Okay, next is mounting my solar controller, which I got here. I went ahead and used that, determined by the closest I could actually get this line to it, and I'll attach both those into there, screw them in, and then I can actually attach them and then get ready for the line. It's going to come from here out and back to the battery, and then the solar charging system will be complete. I had to turn this thing on the side. Oh, I had to get it for a second. Had to turn the thing on the side to actually get it where I could screw it in, but you get the gist of everything. Let me screw this panel in, attach those wires, and then I'll get ready to put the other cable. Well, I finally got it all installed. Oh, let me sit down here for a minute. I had to do a little adjustment to it. I really needed to have the whole thing moved another 1/4 inch that way or something, because I'm still kind of hitting right there on that. But I'll work on that. But I got my solar panel wire coming out and going up there. I'll run it back to the battery section later. But I got this side opens really good without trouble. I got my solar charger in there, all the wires connected to it, my steering mechanism mounted pretty good. I might put a couple more screws in here or there, but overall that part's done. The pulleys and the steering cable will come next and hook up the main wire. Let's see what this thing looks like from the outside. Okay, well, that's what it looks like installed. Dave next door says it looks like an air conditioner. I don't think so. I mean, it was kind of big. I could have probably made it a little smaller, but overall it sits fine, it works fine. Next thing I have to do, like I said, get the pulley system for the steering hooked up over here, back to here, up to the motor, and then and of course hook the battery up. But there you have it. I got a lot done today, actually. It was a little pain in the butt, but everything good comes at a price. Hello, I'm back again. I actually just got back from going down to Island Tackle and Hardware. I had to get another set of pulleys and a couple other things, because it ends up I have to route my lines to the back a little bit different than I thought. I didn't know if I was going to do anything today because it's overcast. It's supposed to start raining later. I recorded this a little bit ago, but the wind was so loud you couldn't hear me talk, so I had to wait till I got tucked in down here, and I wanted to make this notification about what's going on. I think now that I got everything I need, I probably will have to do a little bit more work on the dinghy until the weather turns too bad to work on it. So let me get away from you and back to the Dinghy Do. Okay, I told you I had to go get all those extra pulleys and that, and I've got the first side complete. I got the first one that comes out from where the steering line goes through over to there, and that'll come up to here, and then as you can see I've got another one back there which will go up to, when I put my motor on, up to there, and that'll steer it one way or the other. So that's one side done. I'm getting ready to do it on the other side now, and I think it's going to work out pretty good. I guess I should have showed you when I had this off. I took this whole top off here, drilled me a hole in there to put this eye bolt, and this is what will clip onto the rest of the steering mechanism. I said I should have showed you when this thing was all open. It's kind of cool looking in there, but I didn't. Oh well. But let me just get all the screws back in here, tighten this baby up here, and then we're ready for the line. Okay, I got the steering part done. Look at that, magical. It's like nobody's there and it's moving. Pretty cool. I got all my lines run. I had to move the pulleys a couple different times to get them in the right spot. You can see underneath here it's just about right, coming right in the middle of that hole. Every way I go, it stays just right. Look at that, pretty good. Okay, so that does it for the steering part. Next is, have to get all my electrical stuff run back for the backup for the battery box. Ooh, let me stand and move around here a minute. Okay, because I'm going to take and put this wire here. It's got to go up in there and down underneath here. Underneath around here, over to there, and then back into the battery box. And also I have to, these are my lights, my running lights. I have to take and rework them a little bit because I've got an actual switch that I'm going to be mounting up in here for those, so I can turn them on and off from up here just like a regular console. So anyway, that's all I'm doing for today. This stuff has wore me out already, but it's looking good. I like the way I can just stand up here, steer it. Like I said, I'll still have to reach back to adjust the speed and that, but that's no biggie, because usually once you get going, you're going to go at that speed for a while. Okay, let me put everything, all this stuff back, and call it a day. And there we go with the clouds. It's rained on and off. Rain will come in heavy tonight though. Bye-bye. Well, like I said, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me or not. I'm out on the boat. Last night I had to get up because my stool got blown off in the water. It's blowing. We've gusted up to 45 miles an hour out here right now. Yeah, rain started in last night about 12 o'clock, and it rained really good. And it lasted most of the night. The wind picked up, and it's blowing 25, 30, 35, gusts up to 45. And it's blowing me around out here. Well, I'm going to go out. Let's see what kind of water is in the dinghy. See how much we actually got in here last night. Well, and as you can see, we got a lot of water in there. That's a good bit of water. So it rained quite a bit last night. I don't know if I'll do any work on that dinghy today unless the wind dies down. But Like I said, I'm gonna see if this little dead cat works on the boat or not. Going back up. Yeah, the wind's blown. Look at it, tattered that flag. That flag's been tattered a good bit, but it's really tattered now. But you see the old Jolly Roger, that thing's been ripped to shreds, and it's just gonna go away with this wind. It's gonna disappear. Okay, I'm inside the office right now looking out at the waterway here, and you can see that wind is blowing all that water right over to us. It's coming out of the west, kind of southwest almost, but you can see it's just pushing everything up onto shore. And like I said, that's windy out there, not really cold, but not comfortable. But I'm inside the office. I had to get on stable land for a little bit. I was rocking back and forth too long. Wow, look at that water running by that dolphin out there. It looks like it's been shot out of a water cannon across that thing. Look at that stuff. That's with the combination of the tide and the wind blowing. It's just wild weather today. Well, it's quite a different day today. It's cool. It's only 30-some degrees outside, but the winds have died down, and I'm able to get out, and I hope to continue with the electrical part of my dinghy project. First, I can finally put all my stuff back on the outside because it was so windy it blew my steps off. Then I put my steps down. I got the rest of my stuff here, and let me get off this thing for a minute. And I'll get out here and I'll bail my dinghy out again, because as you see, it's all full of water. So I'm definitely going to invest in a pump system, so I don't have to keep bailing this thing by hand. But I'll get all my other stuff on. Today the next episode you'll be seeing will be I put the electrical system back together. Put the electrical system back together on this, and then take her for a test run. But that's all for this episode. I'll say goodbye for now and watch you on the next one. Bye-bye.